How you doing, everybody? It's Coach Burgess, and your HumanityWOD today is Honor Thy Father. This one's for Father's Day. It's Father's Day here in the United States. So bear with me because I'm going to be a little over the place on this. Again, I wanted to try to find a way to tie in Father's Day and spirituality, and it's not really that difficult. All you have to do is look at the 10 Commandments, and that's where honor thy father and thy mother sits. It's one of the 10 Commandments. But I wanted to speak first. I am eternally grateful and truly thankful that I grew up with a fantastic dad. I mean, my dad taught me so many lessons. It's hard for me to even think of a whole bunch of examples right now, but I mean, work ethic, a lot of family values, being able to show your love to your family, pursuing your passion. These are things that he's still teaching me this day. Always be willing to take some risks. Don't be afraid to have a good time. I mean, for, as strict as my dad could have been, or could be at times, he had a smile and a laugh that would light up a room. And he truly, to me, set the standard that I hope to even remotely live up to one day when I'm a father. But through my life experiences, I've also learned that, I had a very fortunate upbringing, and a lot of people weren't as fortunate. Friends, teammates, colleagues of mine that I've met over the years weren't lucky enough to have that kind of a relationship with their birth father. And the more I try to look at it, I feel at some point in the majority of people's lives, some sort of positive male role model will emerge. For others, it may be way later in life, in the form of a coach in college athletics or something like that. But eventually, some sort of positive male role model will emerge. And that's actually one of the things that I even try to, carry into my coaching, especially with a lot of the high school and the college kids. I know some of them need that positive male figure in their life, and I try to be that. And by no means am I a saint, and I still have a lot of work to do. But I at least try to be that positive influence in their lives if that's something that's lacking. But taking that a step further, especially with where my spiritual beliefs are now, I truly believe that there's an interconnectedness, there's an interbeing within all things, and there's a spiritual thread that ties us all together, past, present, and future. And there's something about a spiritual father that I think is very true. And I'm not even talking about in the Christian sense of things, or the Jewish sense of things, or the Muslim sense of things. I truly believe that there's just a spiritual predecessor to all of us. And you could call that the Holy Father, you could call that God, you could call it whatever you want. But I do think that there's something there that predates our existence and ties us all together. So in honor of Father's Day today, I want you to honor that being, whether it's your spiritual father, whether it's your birth father, or whether it's just a father figure that you have, you've had somewhere in your life. Try to live up to the expectations that they've placed for you, because I guarantee you they've taught you at least a handful of lessons. And, again, nobody's perfect, but they should at least be the standard bearer that you hope to live up to. Give them the recognition that they're due. And remember, by taking action, we can all be the change that we wish to see in the world.